Okay. I'm going to start this set trying to bring it up a little bit because of all the depressing content and Heartbreaker. And as we know, I loved that. True, if you see it pig on the floor, it's my good one. I've been trying to hell out of it so many times.
I relate to this. I got fucking 10,000 of this one. I like the one.
Right.
Hey, guy with the glasses, I know you're filming, that's cool. Wouldn't you feel more comfortable just being in the moment?
No,
You want to film it?
I've never seen you before, and I want to document it.
I'm just curious. You could stop recording now. No, but I'm just curious. Are you really here? I mean, I know that you're just holding that up there, but are you really here? Or because you really? Why don't you just duct tape it onto your shirt? I don't think you'll have the same moment, and I think when you go back and you look into a little fucking Game Boy like thing, I don't think it'll be the same experience as if you're fully integrated. But you can do whatever you want. It doesn't feel real to me, and I feel bad for you because I feel like one day you're never gonna be able to get away from that device. That device has already rules your whole world, and you're never gonna have. Look, only thing we got plugged in was for bartering lines. That's it. It's just me and my acoustic instruments in this beautiful place. So yeah, it does feel weird, but if you can do it if you want, it's fine. Maybe just don't bring a white phone. It's pretty. I mean, if you brought into Kiss and Paul he gets really pissy if he doesn't get lasagna. He'd be like, who has that laser? Who has that laser? I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl on their last tour, and I swear to God, I don't know why this is happening to bands. Like previously, a long time ago, it happened to Oasis. But then Kiss recently, he goes, anybody have lasagna? And I think he was saying, Gene said, what are we having for dinner? And I think he didn't mean to get near the mic, and it was Paul Stanley said the mic is the hottest mic on earth. You know what I mean? If somebody landed on the moon, you'd hear a little. It's like so. He was like lasagna, and it went. And I looked behind me, and I was like, "There's like 12, 13,000 people here, and every one of them they just went because it was LA, so a lot of them were unmoved because their soul is gone." Hey, it was a small price to pay for them to get into general hospital or whatever it is. And but a lot of people who still had their soul, literally when the lasagna rang out as loud as Paul Stanley ever is, I remember I looked around and all the faces were just like this. It was literally, this was the expression. It was the best lasagna ever sounded. The rest of the show was like, I don't eat cheese. So I fucking want lasagna now, so bad. So, and I also want some really high stack demon boots. Anyway, so I'm gonna change, you guys know my first record was, my first solo record was just really sad, and ever since then, I've just been making the most upbeat records. That's why they have me playing here by the beach, because a lot of you guys have heard my music when you're parasailing and when you're at volleyball competitions, and that's why they used, most of my music in Top Gun Maverick, especially in that scene where he asked that fucking prick from Mad Men. In real life, if you meet him, he's an absolute fucking complete prick. It's unbelievable. It's truly unbelievable. It really is. And he loves my music, and I was like, my music hates you. He got mad, but I was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, you're the last person on earth I had to make mad, and now I'm done. Anyway, I'm gonna try to loosen things up and do a song about the joys of marriage.